If you've been watching the news lately, you know we are in the worst real estate crisis of our nation's history. 1 out of 7 Central Ohio homeowners are behind on their mortgage payments, and our courts are processing a record number of foreclosures each and every month. In the past, homeowners facing foreclosure had many options. Many were able to sell their properties for a profit, pay off their lenders, and move on with their lives. But with our nation struggling to put the banking crisis behind us while taking on unprecedented national debt, unemployment hovering around 10%, and local real estate values dropping to prices not seen since the 1980s, some local homeowners simply don't know where to turn. We recently caught up with local real estate agent John Brennan to talk about the crisis. While some real estate agents are closing their businesses, John's business is thriving. So John, tell us about real estate in Central Ohio.
Well, hi Diane. The real estate market's extremely difficult right now. It's been officially declared one of the worst real estate markets since the Great Depression.
Is anything selling right now?
Houses are selling, but there are too few buyers for the number of houses that are on the market. And when you add to that the number of foreclosed and short sale properties, prices are depressed across the board.
We've been hearing the term short sale a lot lately. Exactly, John, what is a short sale?
Sure, Diane. Well, in this real estate market, a lot of homeowners find they actually owe more on the property than the property's worth. In this situation, they're basically upside down. They can't sell the house conventionally because they owe more on it than what it's actually worth. So in frustration, a lot of homeowners will just walk away from the property and let it go to foreclosure.
So where does a short sale come into play?
Contrary to popular belief, the lenders do not want to take properties back in a foreclosure. There's a lot of risk involved. They're in the business of lending money. They're not in the business of managing properties. And when they take these properties back, some of them are damaged. They have to maintain them, pay the utilities, cover the cost of the maintenance on the house. So they would prefer to negotiate with the homeowner and actually take less on the property than's owed on it or short of what they're owed to avoid foreclosure.
So that's where the term short sale comes from.
Exactly. The banks agree to take short of the full amount owed as payment in full on the property.
So is the homeowner foreclosed on in a short sale?
No. There's only a foreclosure if the property actually goes to auction. In a short sale, it's just a private real estate transaction between two individuals, and a foreclosure does not go on the record.
Sounds simple.
Well, it is, but sometimes it isn't.
So what's the catch?
The catch is the banks are very understaffed. They do not have the manpower to deal with the volume of properties that they're working on, and the person negotiating that short sale has to be very persistent.
So what happens to the homeowner during these negotiations?
Well, the lenders will gladly delay the foreclosure process while they're negotiating the short sale. This will allow the homeowner to stay in the property sometimes for several months while the negotiation process goes on.
What other complications are there?
Well, because of the length of time it takes to negotiate a short sale, a lot of buyers will walk away in frustration. Buyers typically want to close on a property in 30 to 45 days, where on a short sale property it could take up to 4 months, and they get frustrated and walk away.
So a short sale can be a great option for a homeowner who owes too much on their property and yet behind on their payments. But who should negotiate the short sale for them? A real estate agent?
Well, Diane, I talk with a lot of real estate agents, and a lot are reluctant to handle short sales because of the length of negotiations it takes. A normal real estate transaction is about 30 days, where a realtor can spend up to 4 months, 5 months negotiating a short sale, and in the end finds that his commissions are reduced by the lender.
So where can sellers turn?
Well, for the last several years, I've been working with a local company that has streamlined the entire short sale process. They employ a team of negotiators that will negotiate with the lenders on behalf of the homeowner, and once they receive an approval, they'll actually buy the property.
Wow, John, that sounds like the perfect solution. So what does this cost the homeowner?
Absolutely nothing. The company buys the property with the intentions of reselling it for a profit sometime down the road. So at no point in time are they ever going to ask the homeowner to pay for anything.
Sounds like a solid business.
It is. These are good people. They only get involved in win-win transactions. The homeowner wins because his property is not foreclosed on. The bank wins because they don't have to take the property back in a foreclosure. The buyer wins because he gets a great property at a great price. And ultimately the neighborhoods win because they don't have a vacant foreclosed property sitting on their street.
Seems like the perfect solution, John, for sellers facing foreclosure. So how can our viewers learn more?
Well, they can go to their website at ohiohousebuyer.com, or they can simply call 614-588-0883 24 hours a day.
Well, I want to thank local real estate agent John Brennan for joining us today and filling us in. Thanks a bunch, John.
Thanks for having me, Diane.